I was, Tim, it does, I agree with you in that respect, but I have received, we've all received at one time or another something good from someone bad. Right? Amen. It says, Elijah, when he was in the wilderness and he was hungry, a raven came to feed him. Amen. Fed him meat.
Unclean bird.
An unclean bird. I agree with what Tim's saying. I gotta take a step back and study it.
The point you made is right, just the person was wrong.
Oh, amen. He says the point that I was right, for those of you who were on the CD, was right. It's just the person was wrong. Amen. Anyways, let's continue on. So it says, a proud look. God hates a proud look and a lying tongue. Now then, I made mention that character can lie, that it can give you away. Amen. There was a man that was my friend. I'll spare you his name for his sake, that he might be saved someday. Amen. He might be now, I don't know. But me and this guy, we were at work and we became friends. Amen. He was trying to give up drinking and I was trying to help him. The way for him to alleviate these symptoms and try to get free from that is every day after work, we'd go to the gym that's upstairs. Amen. And we'd work out and he'd go home tired and he'd go to sleep. Amen. He'd eat and he'd sleep and he wouldn't go out to drink. Amen. There was one day, man, mind you, this was going on for some time. I think I told Tim the story. And we became good friends. We'd go out to eat and we'd have conversations and we'd laugh and we'd talk about the past, hurts and ambitions and hopes of the future. He was my friend. One day, I was working, doing ladder inspection, amen. And I was assigned to do the ladder inspection of all the ladders in the plant. Well, one of the ladders I was getting to this day that was on my list just so happened to be the water tower. Amen. So I had to climb the top of the water tower and count every run and every step. And by the time I got to the top of the water tower, man, mind you, I had all my safety equipment on. I heard a voice scream from the bottom, "Get down here right now." Now then, if you're 105 feet up in the air and somebody tells you you better get down quick, you don't question it very much. Amen? Wow. So I came down, I had all my safety equipment. I went and followed proper procedures. And it was Mike Wright. Oh, never mind. I guess I gave him away. God forgive me. Anyways, it was my friend. It was my friend.
Mike Wright.
Yeah, amen. So this brother, man, he started blowing up on me. He started yelling and screaming and cussing and carry on. I thought he was kidding because he was so over the top, so I smiled. But I guess that got him even more upset. And he really laid into me. And I could not understand where it was coming from. That this hate just billowed up inside him against me for no reason. And then he said to me something, and then I could understand where he was coming from, that he felt fear. He said, "Brandon, that water tower has been condemned for 4 years. That is a completely unsafe act that you did, and you could potentially get our company walked out of here." Well, he happened to say that in front of security. Because they had to do the unlock for the ladder in order for me to climb up. Amen. So I went, I was with my partner, Gary. He was my ground guy, to make sure that nothing would happen, as well as security. So I told him, all right, well, we better go talk to Tim, because I didn't know. There were no signs posted. Security even did the unlock, and I got an AVO that said to go do the work. So it wouldn't have been my fault anyways. So I go talk to my supervisor, Tim, and I let him know what happened. But as I'm leaving, I see Mike Wright coming. And it was odd, because it was nowhere close to lunch. So I stopped. And after he passed, and I turned around and I walked back, I followed him. And when he went in there, he started lying about me. He said that I was climbing the ladder unsafe, that I didn't have a harness or a hard hat or anything of the sort. Luckily for me, I had 3 witnesses at least. I had the Gary Howell and I had the 2 security guards that were there. Plus, he knew I was going up there because he wrote the AVO. But somebody that I loved, like a brother, somebody that I spent times with months, almost every day, 5 times a week, sometimes 6, when we'd go out to eat. We'd go out to Texas Roadhouse or Steak and Shake and just grab a bite to eat, like I said, talk. He'd try to show me all these different places that had all this best food. But for whatever reason, in that moment, he saw an opportunity to get me fired. And he decided to take it. So as I heard him say all this guile, I walked in and I said, "Is that so?" And he turned around like he didn't expect to see me there. And he said, "You know what you did." And then he started raising his voice to me. And my boss actually had to tell him, "You can't talk to him like that. Get out of here." So I told him what happened. My boss, my supervisor, was on the phone with safety because they keep a list of all these condemned ladders and what have you. So I heard him say, "Yes, the one that's on the water tower. It hasn't been condemned? Okay, thank you." After I heard that, I went to go see my friend because I thought he was upset because he thought he was losing his job. I thought if I would present him with this news that, hey, it's okay, no harm, no foul, there's no need to worry, that, nobody's losing their job, we're okay. I thought if I would tell him that, that would calm him down and he'd get back in his right mind. Well, it just so happened there were a couple guys working over, I think they were taking down some guardrail or something to that nature. And he was just telling them about how I messed up royally and this, that, and the other. So I had an attitude. When I heard him saying this to the other co-workers, I said, "Hey, Mike, Tim said the ladder's not condemned. It was okay." When I said that in front of them, then the people, they kind of lost interest in what he was saying. And I expected him to be okay with it, but no. For whatever reason, my friend, somebody that I spent so much time with, decided to blow up. He said, "You should quit this job and go get a job at Burger King flipping burgers." And he really chewed me out. I'm not able to say these things behind the pulpit, but he went off. So he had his opportunity. He blew up on me outside at the water tower, amen. Then he went over and he reported me, and he lied. I don't know why he did that, but I forgave him. But the third time, amen, when he did this in front of all these people, I tried to leave it alone, but somebody else had reported him. And when they asked me, I couldn't tell a lie. Amen. And he was disciplined for it. The story being, this is somebody that I thought was my friend. This is somebody that we spent time with. Amen. That I grew close to. Amen. And I'm not just saying that for the sake of a story. I really like this guy. I helped him move into his house, and we went and we did side jobs together. But his testimony was a lie. Because as soon as he had an opportunity, amen, he took it. Amen. I remember Tim telling me a story. He said there was a man that was going on a long journey.
It's
amen.
Exactly the same thought that comes to me.
Thank you. Amen. There was a man who was going on a long journey. Amen. And he seen a snake going towards the same direction, and the snake spoke to him and said, "You should take me with you." He said, "I'm not going near you. You're a snake. You'll bite me." He said, "I promise you I won't if you take me with you." So the man took the snake, amen. And he began to walk with it and walk with it. The snake never bit him until he got to the destination, amen. And he set the snake down, and it turned around and it bit his hand. He said, "I thought you told me you wouldn't bite me." And he said, "You knew I was a snake when you picked me up." Amen, amen.
Wow.
That's
Sweet people.
and that's the way people are.
They are.
Amen. But it says that in God's word that He hates that.
Yes.
Not only the lie of the tongues, but the lie of your testimony. Amen. I understand we all fall short of the glory of God. Amen. We all slip, we all fall. But the difference is, or what's it say? A righteous man falls 7 times but gets up 8. You know what the number 7 represents? Number 7 represents completely. That a righteous man could be a complete failure, but the 8 representing the new beginning, they still begin anew in Christ. Amen. It says, going on, it says, "And hands that shed innocent blood." Amen. I shouldn't have to explain that one too much in Proverbs. It says, "And the heart that deviseth wicked imaginations." Now, what is this passage referring to? Amen. What is this about? A heart, in which there are wicked imaginations. No, I have never killed a man. Amen. But I'd be a liar if I say I didn't want to. Amen.
Right.
To stop and to think of these wicked things, amen, even if it's only for a moment, the wickedness that's in our heart, amen, it says that God hates it, amen. And it goes on further, it says, "Feet that be swift in running to mischief," that's without saying, "a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren." Now then, I made the comment about A.A. Allen, about how I was always told that he'd come up behind the pulpit and he'd be drunk. Amen. But as soon as he was there, the anointing hit him. Tim had to correct me, for those of you who were on the CD. That was a complete lie, and that they just wanted to tarnish the character. But he made a comment that said, that it'll spread like wildfire through the churches. And it says right in here, it says, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among the brethren. Meaning